All right, well, we'll show you guys a little clip on this as a before and after. And the Lynch family is going to see this Suburban and have a conniption because they're going to think we lowered their Suburban back down, because we're actually building a red Suburban for the Lynch family, a great customer of ours, that will complete the red, white, and blue trifecta of giving them a Suburban, a Blazer, and a crew cab square body truck, all with the 2.0 packages. But this particular one, Alvin's getting ready to commence to cleaning, and I just want to get a before and after, because in about 30 minutes, this unit's going to look completely different. Now, this is just an average red Suburban. This is not an over-the-top build. But some people yesterday had a conniption when they saw him pressure washing the door jambs of that other truck. Now, this particular one will kind of be fun to go through the process, because we're probably going to take off the brush bar. We'll make a decision about the paint. We'll be replacing the windshield. I don't know how many of you ever had a windshield crack in a square body, but it always cracks straight down. It never stars, it just cracks straight across. But here's the reason we're cleaning the door jambs. So up here you got a little hidey spot because of the trim and this little pocket area. Usually it's never been cleaned. Look right here, see all that debris? Nasty. But here's the main thing. Over the years, if the door jambs or the door hinges have been lubed, they'll usually be built up with grease and gunk. We always lubricate really well right there, but you can't get to it if it's all gooped up. But here, look at this little pocket area. Just nastiness. Again, it's a cosmetic thing, but it makes such a freaking difference when you're cleaning it. Now, some people I know are freaking out because they think he's going to pressure wash too hard or blow the paint off or blow this off. I can assure you, well, how many thousand vehicles that he's done the door jambs of, but if you do the math on how many we've sold, we detail just about every one of them, and how long he's worked here, it's probably somewhere around 10 to 12,000 door jambs he's washed. So for those that had a conniption about it, calm down. It's not that big of a deal. He hasn't hurt one yet. I don't think it's going to start today. But cool Suburban. I mean, it's going to be a good driver. We'll make a decision on cosmetics or leave it alone. It's a hard call because it's a cool Suburban. We hate not going further with all of them. It's a dual shock option truck. Looks like it's got some fresh shocks. Actually got a pretty clean frame. It is probably a 90. AJ hadn't keyed it in yet, but overhead console, red on red. Of course, the dash is cracked, so somebody's put a cover over it. But I want you guys to see this, because like I said, in just a few minutes, it's going to look pretty darn different. And it is a 5.7 TBI, throttle body injection. Looks like she's got a fresh battery. Let's check this little doodad right here. Whoop. Whoop. That's for when you're working on your buddy's Ford. I know I've showed this a lot of times, but I don't think I can show it enough times. Let me pop this up here. Hard to do with one hand. So that's when you're working on your buddy's Ford. It actually gives you enough cable that you can carry it over to the truck next to you and work on it. Daggone, it's actually got a lot of cable. Look at that. Super handy though, for real. It's like, say you're changing a lug, changing a tire and a wheel, you're changing a belt at night, or even if you got to get up under the truck for something, or if you got to work on something next to you. It's pretty neat. You just clip, but don't leave it on, because it will kill your battery, deader than dead. And then you just roll it back up. Won't waste time doing that. There is the wood floor bed K20 400 6.6 truck. Get a load of that. And a bed cover to keep it nice. This truck has just gone through Junior's hands. Doors are adjusted. Everything has gone over. Alvin's will give it a quick old wipe down. Tilt wheel that's tight. Factory AM radio. Somebody's definitely going to want to update that probably, but it's cool. It's there and it's factory. Factory carpet, shifter in the floor, automatic. Nice perforated headliner. Seats in great shape. Pretty cool truck. Pretty cool truck. And we probably put, I don't know, 100 miles on it now, driving it around, running errands, doing all the little details with it. So it is decision time for this particular truck. Does it go bigger? Does it stay stock? Does it get some dog dish hubcaps? It is absolutely decision time on this one to get something in motion. Well, just another part of the day. Not one transporter, not two transporters, but three transporters here at the same time. Wild. But getting them in, getting them out, and no, that square body is actually not coming here. It's going out. And we got an Astro van. Yes, an Astro van. It's a weirdo vehicle. And a Jeep getting ready to load up. So, a couple different things headed out. And we got to put some things up on the rack because a few things came down yesterday. And AJ says, we can't use that one, but these three are working properly. There's the Jeep we're looking for. The next thing to go out is the Fummins. All right, so while I was grabbing the Jeep, got something else I can't believe you guys have never commented about. Not one single comment ever on any of our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube post has ever been about this safe. Nor has a customer even ever asked about it. It's been sitting out in front here. We put it here to see if somebody would comment, and then we kind of forgot about it. Then it's been in the background of a bunch of videos. I know myself and AJ both have kind of scrolled across it just to see if anybody says anything. Not one comment ever. Never. Not the first comment about why do we have a safe outside of our building. Well, we put it there with the forklift because it's so heavy. But truth be told, it's kind of a running joke around here about it. But a local karate instructor, which is a customer of ours, thought it'd be funny one day. He said, man, you probably need another safe around there, you know? And I was like, no, we're good. He's like, I got one. I was like, I'm good. And we just joked about it. We just really joked back and forth about it. Anyway, long story short, he dropped it off out here in the parking lot. Still nobody commented about it. It sat out there for like a week. We finally rolled it up against the fence. Then we eventually moved it over there. But nobody, guys, you never ask about a safe sitting out in front. Why do we have a safe out front? Now we can't even use it because it's locked and nobody even knows the combination. He didn't even know the combination. He somehow inherited it on a piece of property. So, well, a few things are getting ready to move around. AJ says this thing's going to fire right up. I don't believe him. I think we're going to have to jump start it. And I think it's low on fuel. But I'm going to see. I put my faith in AJ. We'll find out if he's right or not. Daggone, another one pulling up. Good grief. Well, this is the day of shipments. There's no doubt about that. But I did want to clarify something, guys. A lot of you guys are watching on Facebook. Please realize our YouTube and our TikTok are the only two things, well, I say that, even the TikToks now are starting to get stolen and reused. We cannot control the extra pages on Facebook. We cannot control the extra pages on Instagram. We even have some people stealing stuff on YouTube now, I guess, too. So I guess that statement's not even 100% correct. But please do not send money unless you are talking to myself, AJ, my mom Gail, my daughter Trista, Mike, or occasionally you may have like David or somebody texting with you. That is it. That's all. Do not communicate or send money to anybody else. There are too many scams out there. There's also a lot of people who get upset they see videos recirculate. Those are not our videos. We cannot control those videos. Those videos recirculate on their own, sometimes because of the popularity, sometimes because somebody has pirated or stolen the content. So please realize that, guys. I have to keep reminding it, but it just sucks. It happens. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. So wanted to reinforce that. Wanted to walk around here real quick too. I'll show you guys the Blazer. I don't know how many people reached out. I guess a video somewhere resurfaced about this truck. This was truly a sheriff's Blazer. It has been repainted. It still has the fog light or spotlight. It does not work. The glass is actually out of it. Those are not groundhogs. Those are a replica of a groundhog that they brought back A lot of people said, oh, where'd you get the groundhogs? They're Cobalts. They're not groundhogs. But they are brand new. They are on 14 wide wheels. Aftermarket bumpers. Those are not worn bumpers. They are similar bumper to worn, but they're not factory worn bumpers. And I think we're going to probably change this truck up with a body trim and a pinstripe. Maybe doing the black like this type trim. More than likely. We shall see. But cool Blazer, nevertheless. It's not rusty. The undercarriage is good. It does have a V-style drop rear bumper. Oh, that's got a brand on it. Somebody asked me about the brand. FEY was real popular for the different bumpers from this era. But cool looking truck. 8-inch kit. K5 Blazer. And it is really solid on the bottom. So for those that ask, there's the video on that. And then we're going to have some content about Bloomsburg here very shortly. We're making our final decision. Oh, we'll catch something in action real quick. AJ's moving stuff around. That's a good sounding truck. Definitely has a gear drive under the hood. Watch you up front. You're good in the back. You're good. Tight quarters around here sometimes. I think he is getting the tan truck out to do a video either for the customer or for the possible finance company. Sometimes they ask for us to do a virtual walk around, sometimes a test drive, sometimes a running video. So sometimes they do have to get moved around a little bit for that. Anything that is asked of, we will do for you. If you want a video, if you want a FaceTime, if you want, what are other ways, AJ, that we can, there's Facebook. We can message people, do some kind of FaceTime on Facebook.
Yeah, if they have an Android, you got a FaceTime, Facebook video call.
So if you have Android, we cannot do a FaceTime. Obviously, it's not an Apple phone. So we can do a video call through Facebook. All right, you don't interrupt the man at his job, but just had to walk in here real quick. This thing's looking pretty freaking good. He started with the interior instead of the undercarriage, so we might not get back to it today, but old Suburban's looking pretty good. Most of the time the carpet back here is trashed, the spare tire is gone. This thing actually turned out really good, so it'll get to the outside, but it ain't gonna happen today. It's a little interior update anyway. So how many people think Mickey Thompson should take this and make it a actual Mickey Thompson show truck? They don't have it in the cards to do it this fiscal year, or they would be keeping the SEMA 2025 Silverado. But I do think this would make an amazing friggin' truck for Mickey Thompson to showcase their product. Again, let me back up next to a regular dually. This thing is a beast. And all the attention to detail, like that hitch does not come with this truck. This truck does not come with a bed. The subframe section underneath to make the bed sit right on the frame so the body line lines up, that is a full encapsulated air tank reservoir as well as a frame support. The steps are custom made. The bumpers. And it's on Mickey Thompson MTZs, and it makes these 38s. Some people argue that they were not 38s. They are 38s. It makes it look tiny. Deaver springs, big old king shocks. What a freaking cool truck. Absolute freaking beast. I've had a lot of comments, please show more about this truck. So we just haven't really had the time, and we haven't had a chance to drive it. We haven't towed anything with it, but it will tow amazing because the customer built this specifically for a heavy boat. It is too tall, here's your comparison, to pull a gooseneck unless you have a very custom trailer. It's too tall for a gooseneck. But aside from that, cool freaking truck. Look at this for the diesel tank. Check that out. Just the attention to detail goes a long way. Even the interior is detailed out. So that's it for today, guys. We've got a couple rollbacks we got to get moved around. The big black lifted dually, which we're actually going to take to a show this weekend, sold, headed to Maryland. Mike's got an Astro van leaving, which you guys may be seeing that part of the clip of the video of the transporter. A Jeep, a bucket truck deal, several things pending between what me and Mike have happening, and then AJ's working with a couple banks currently trying to get some deals financed. As far as paperwork goes, getting all the title information sent. It's just a lengthy amount of stuff to be done. And I got word, my sign is done. The bottom section right here, that sign's done. So we'll be back tomorrow. See you then.